Good morning. These are the times. I hope that, first off, this finds everyone out there in the world, whether you're on my page or not, doing well. I know we are living in some crazy days, and no one knows from one second to the next what is about to happen. And some people feel like they just don't have control. But guess what? You hold the key, people. You hold the key to a lot of situations that are going on that are affecting you personally. If it's conflicting with your inner being, don't worry about how people are going to look at you. If it's not setting right with you, then do some rearranging, okay? But today, I'm taking a minute to come live because, well, I'm about to go on a road trip. Where am I going? Well, since I now live in Philly, and I'm only, well, yesterday I road tripped to the beach because my soul needed it. I needed sand, and it was 88 degrees, and I went and hung out on the northern shore. This morning, I woke up. The boo said, I'm off today. And I said, you know what? That's great, because let's go see what we can see in DC. Because, you know, there's a lot of things that are going on up there that nobody seems to be talking about. Like, they got things going on over on the right because they don't want you looking at what's going on over on the left. Well, I'm free. I've been a free person since the day I was born in 1984. So I'm going to take my free ass right on up to DC and see what I can see today. So stay tuned. And you never know what you might find out too. I'll post it and, well, you decide. You all have a beautiful, wonderful day. Keep those eyes open and remember, you hold the key to your release. Stop letting these paid servants, yes, I said it, paid servants, because the politicians are not leaders. They are servants of the people. We, the people. So stop letting these paid servants inflate you, because you're going to feel real bad when you get deflated from reality, okay? I love you guys. Stay well, stay safe, stay informed. But most of all, stay equilibrium, okay? Rage is not going to get you anywhere. Emotions are going to have you acting and looking unlike yourself. Be logical. Let that shit sit in. I'm not telling you not to feel it, but don't act out of emotion. Act out of logic. Have a great day. I'll see you on a few. Oh my God, babe! The NSA! The NSA!
Oh yeah, I see your floor, baby. It's right there.
I think that's Beth's. Officially in DC here on Constitution Avenue. Yeah, time to go sightsee a little bit because, well, this one here has never got to just like run around DC. So we're gonna go sightsee for him, but we're also gonna go be nosy for like the rest of us. I mean, you got Giuliani. They raided him. Who else got raided that they didn't talk about?
Victoria's housing.
Yeah, that happened. But see, while that was going on, there was like all kinds of stuff going on here in DC. Like, cameras were out. You couldn't access cameras. You couldn't just check in and see what was going on. You had EMS, all kinds of crazy stuff going on down here yesterday.
Tanks,
helicopters, military helos, which driving up here past a few military convoys.
Police radio blackout.
Police radio blackout was going on as well yesterday. So, I mean, 2.5 hours away, I have no one but myself to blame if I don't drive up here and see it for my damn self what's going on. So that's what we're gonna do. been walking along here from the reflecting pool, and as we're getting closer to the beginning of the reflecting pool, where all of the waterfalls that represent our oceans are, you can see EMS, police. I think I saw a fire truck a minute ago. Oh, where'd he go? Which way did he go? I feel like Nancy Drew right now. For those of you that like the show Scandal, right over there behind them bushes is what I like to call the pillars where they always gave up like real good intel. They meet there at night. I mean, the reflecting pool, they make it look so pretty. But let me just let y'all understand how nasty this shit is, okay? That is some nasty algae, bacteria, stagnant, just nasty. They be polishing that shit up when they show it to y'all in the movies. Because when Jenny ran across that shit in Forrest Gump, it didn't look like that. Again, people, still feel ill as I'm trying to make my way to the Capitol. He said, can we please go see the place they got rioted? Yeah, we're gonna go see the place where the cops and security stepped aside. Yes. We want to call that a riot. Where, what was her name? Ashley. Do we even know who killed Ashley, or did they just put that shit to rest like it didn't happen?
It was a black cop that killed Ashley.
They closed the case. They had never named who did it. So, we're on the other side of the, reflecting pool. We're at the beginning of it. And let's just talk about irony. Mind you, I really am about to walk over and see what's going on. I wonder if somebody passed out from these dumbass mask mandates, because it is 89 degrees up here. But anyway, let's talk about irony here, okay? Let's talk about words. Words, okay? Read it with me. Americans came to liberate, not to conquer, to restore, what is this last word? Freedom, and to end, oh my God, tyranny. Don't sound shit like what's sitting up in our administration right now, does it? Isn't it ironic? Huh. Well, it's a little after 4:20 and we are at Vermont NH 800 block, and here's all the barricades still up. I feel like there's more barricades now than when I came for the Washington March last year. Joey, yet again, is just in awe. He's like, we're at the Veteran Affairs corner, and he literally goes, remember that fucking scandal? Like, he's cracking me up right now with the knowledge, but he was really enthralled when we come down 8th Street because, one, really proud of myself because I got us to the back, the right side of the White House and where the Black Lives Matter monument and all that is, or Central, whatever. call it. I'm trying to be kosher. But anyways, that center. And Joey got all excited. He goes, it's the Black Lives Matter. And I'm like, let me find a parking spot. So we looked up on parking. It's 4:21-ish. So you already know I got my 4:20 in. We're coming down the sidewalk, and I'd even told him, I said, that church, that's where Trump took that picture. And what was it?
So what I'm saying is, just put yourself in that day. Here comes Trump with the Secretary of Defense and the Attorney General and a squad of National Guard troops. He comes down here and clears out about, I don't know, about 500 protesters with tear gas. He comes to this church, holds the Bible upside down, takes a picture. It was awesome.
It was epic.
It was definitely all Black Lives Matter.
I kind of miss Trump and his shenanigans. Like, I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
I miss his shenanigans. He kept it real.
And interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, it was real. People didn't like it because it was raw, but I fucking miss him. Like, if you didn't like Trump, you can read my shirt. Go fuck yourself. Like, he was funny. He's a comedian of his own right. Like, he was a poet and didn't even know it on some days. Like, it was great. But here we are, like I said, you know, driving in. What was it that really shocked you? What was it that you said to me?
But which time? Oh, the war. Yeah. It's like being in the richest city in the richest country on earth to see all the homeless encampments they got right out in the open. Makes you think.
Yeah. I'll take you there. I feel like my whole day's been narrated by music.
Yeah, it's been a great day. I got an amazingly hot tour guide, too.
I do my best. I do what I can. So, we're at St. John's. St. John's.
Look, they covered up the graffiti.
Love thy neighbor. You can see where graffiti's been through here. Now, you guys got to see this place with me on my live if you were following along during the march. You know how I feel. All lives matter. There's been more white people killed just in April by the police than my fellow melanins.
Yeah, well, didn't they have this painted the street? Oh, it's still painted up here. That's right.
Yeah, it's still painted. But I think they're tearing it up. Like, okay, so this was
changing the pipes.
Like, look, they're changing the pipes conveniently. Okay, it's gonna be a little loud. There's construction going on. And I'm gonna show you where there's construction, because this is one of those moments where I'm over here like, because it's convenient. So I'm standing in the plaza where it's Black Lives Matter. You were with me when I came up for the march. You guys saw me down here, and I was walking through. Well, this is going, like, the road was painted. It said Black Lives Matter, like, all the way down the road, right? Which you all know how I feel. All lives matter. Hell, just in April, more whites killed by cops than my melanin friends. So, you ready for this? They conveniently, like, teared up the road to fix the water pipes, I guess. So, like, all that shit they spray painted on the road, it's all conveniently, they just doing all this road work. Anyways, I just found that interesting. But that's going on. We've already been by St. John's where they've covered up all that graffiti and stuff. But about to head down to the White House, so stay tuned. So I got a riddle for y'all. Kind of like one of those how much wood could a woodchuck chuck moments. So, in 2020, August of 2020 to be exact, when we have all kinds of riots and everything else going on, and to hear some tell it the most hated man in office, okay? I could get down to the White House steps, right? Like, pretty much. That's the only gate that was down there, which, if you look through this gate, you can see the gate I'm talking about, like, all the way down there. That was the only gate that was here. Because this courtyard where these cops are standing right now, I was in there. I walked right on down through there. I was all the way almost to the front door of the White House. But the most hated man in America used to live here, yet this is how fortified it is now. You can't even get to the middle of it.
some bullshit.
I feel so bad for Joey right now because he was so excited. I'm like, I'm telling you. But the riddle is this. If you were so hated in 2020, why wasn't you this fortified up? But 2021, you the most loved man in America, but you don't want nobody close to you? This is as close as you getting, peeps. And the World War Monument, every time I go by there, it really cracks me up because it's a juicy contradiction in itself. It says, we do not come to, well, how does it read?
Americans did not come to conquer, but to liberate and end tyranny.
Yeah, to provide freedom and end tyranny. That entire fucking statement is a lie. It's a juicy contradiction. It's a lie. So, like, god damn, you, oh, I can't. Something. Oh. Okay, so time out. I do have to say this because this has been burning on my heart all day. So they couldn't get y'all, some of y'all, too upset when they promised you $2,000 and then just sent you $1,400. Y'all was like, okay, that's fine. You still sent me some free money. Well, they gonna really get you now because what was that you read about menthol cigarettes that they try to get?
Yeah.
Tell it. What was it you read?
The FDA is going to move forward with banning menthol cigarettes
Because they feel that, what was it? What were the communities that use it the most?
Poor communities, black communities, LGBTQ communities, and the youth.
Thank God my melanist smokes full flavors. I think ours were safe. But here's the fucked up part. I got a lot of white friends that smoke menthol. So I feel for y'all because they coming after you. They really try to start a riot. They like, we don't want you happy. We don't want you doing shit. You can't even get your menthols today. I bet you that starts a motherfucking riot. I bet you they come up here then. Take my, you ain't getting my Newports back, bitch. Everything's been cool all day. Joey's been like, yay, look. We get to the Fed Reserve. He's like, fuck you. Like, just out of nowhere. Wow. I mean, the emotions behind it. Like, it was like, you're cool, fuck you. You can't get.
Where all your copyrights come from?
Oh yeah. Library of Congress. In case you all didn't know, for those who don't know your history, this is where your copyrights and things like that come through. Yeah. So that's this building, and rest assured, they are telling the truth. There we have U.S. troops out here. Woo woo. There's all kinds of crap. I don't even. Okay, so let's talk about this for a minute. I don't understand what's going on over here, but we just have a gaggle of cops hanging out. EMS. I mean, just like blocking the whole road. There's police everywhere, by the way. This city is so locked down-ish. I think that's the best word for it. Locked down-ish. COVID is not the biggest fear here. Most people don't even have a mask near them or visible, let alone on. It's not as many as you think running around masked up. All kinds of just all this fucking money in fences. I'm still stuck on that. How much money have we wasted in fences? Like, on the for real. I'm gonna get you guys as close to the Capitol as possible. Because again, it's like Akon, they done locked it the fuck up. Because you know, it was that peaceful protest wasn't so peaceful. That deadly riot. But right, fences that ain't gonna hold nothing down. Like, I done took fences like that out at a concert by myself, Aaron. And I'm 5'2". $130. Like, come on, man. As you can tell, we're at such high alert threat status. This is what we are doing. I mean, as a veteran, I get it. Most of the time when you're on patrol, you sit on your ass a lot. There's a lot of bullshit in patrols. A lot of bullshit when you be on post. Just let me reiterate that. They sit you at post a lot of times when you in the military for a lot of bullshit. And they even make you report early. It's called hurry up and wait. Promise you, been there, done that. So okay, so last riddle, I promise, because I'm going to dinner, I'm hungry. I just need everyone to be on the same page as myself, or looking at this from this question. All right, so I'm at the back of the Capitol. Ran into a nice gentleman who gave me some scoop. He gave us scoop on which road to take so we could get down to the Supreme Court and see some things too. But standing here at the back of the Capitol, up here on Capitol Hill, again, you've seen all the fencing, which I kind of wonder if I take one of these fence home that, you know, our tax dollars pay for, what would happen? Just thinking out loud, food for thought. But anyways, with all this fencing that, you know, a 5'2" person could take out, because we've done it before at concerts when we want to get to our favorite people. But why do we need all this fencing if you can just still walk right the fuck into the Jefferson, Congress? Like, what is all this extra fencing for? What is the purpose? Why are we putting on a show? So, I'm not going to get over any of these fences. They're not scalable. But just food for thought. As I stand here on the Jefferson Library of Congress steps, why is it encased in fencing, but yet you can still come in it? What's the fucking point? It's a goddamn show. And some of y'all keep feeding into it. Stop paying your taxes. Please. Please. Stop financing this bullshit. Because what are we securing? What are we securing? Because it's so fucking hectic up here and crazy. Everybody out. They say it's the property of the United States Supreme Court, but I beg to differ, because, well, we the people pay them fucking bills. So it's technically half mine. Like, in, what is ownership, 9/10 of the law?
9/10.
So you got to catch me if I take one. This is where I'm at, people. I just want to hook the Subaru up and just start pulling shit down. Thoughts as I'm leaving the city. With all these tent cities everywhere and all the homeless, How can our current administration justify spending millions in all this fencing to secure what?
Baby, what are you doing?
About to break the law. Not really.
Oh my God.
Told y'all I was gonna smoke with Lincoln.